Epcot almost had a Matterhorn at one point. Kind of. I'd talk more about it right this second, but that'd spoil the rest of the video. But just like this ride, Disney's had many more ideas for attractions that, well, ended up not happening. So let's count down the top 7 canceled Disney attractions that were canceled and didn't happen.
A house of illusion. What do we call it?
Museum of the Weird.
Museum of the Weird.
Museum of the Weird.
Museum of the Weird.
Got it. Thanks, Walt. The Museum of the Weird was sort of like a pre-show to the actual Haunted Mansion ride, before the stretching room. I suppose it'd be kind of like what Runaway Railway does with its queue, you know, how it's like an exhibition, just not Mickey Mouse. It'd be weird things like this thing, this Candleman. Spooky. Along with the Candleman, some other things that would have been part of this exhibition would include a ghost playing the organ, which we all know ended up actually making it into the ride in the ballroom scene, and this chair with the face on it by the end of this hallway, and this grandfather clock. You know what? This attraction at this point was barely even canceled. I'm kidding, of course. There's plenty of things that did not make the final cut. And although the whole general idea of the Museum of the Weird might be dead, at least we got some of it. Not all of it, but some of it. For about 2 weeks, the existence, well, technically non-existence, of this boat was bothering me. But thanks to a comment from Ross Loves Disney, I now know the reason for its existence, well, technically non-existence. According to Ross, this boat would have been a log flume style ride, giving you views of California Screamin', the Sun Wheel, and much more. Unfortunately, the idea was scrapped and shelved and was never built. Although I don't know exactly how they would have made that work, because Paradise Pier used to have wave machines. And now today we have World of Color, so even if it was built, I don't think it would have lasted that long. And yes, we should revive the idea and make it a Frozone ride. That would be epic. Thank you, Ross Loves Disney, for this little bit of information. You're a legend. Remember how at the start of the video I said that Epcot almost had its own Matterhorn? This is partially true because technically it wasn't the Matterhorn, it was Mount Fuji. See, the exterior for the queue of the ride had already been built. They were just waiting for the green light from their sponsor, because Disney had sponsors back then. Unfortunately, this ride was shelved, but honestly it would have been pretty cool to see in real life. Obviously, the exterior of the ride would look like Mount Fuji in Japan. It's just the inside would be a massive roller coaster, and by the looks of it, this would have been a very thrilling coaster. And I wish it actually happened and was not canceled, but it was canceled, and guess we're never gonna experience it, I guess. This is the Great Movie Ride, or rather it used to be the Great Movie Ride because now it's Runaway Railway, but it's the same difference. But did you know that there was actually almost a Muppet version of this ride? No, I'm serious. It would have been creatively named the Great Muppet Movie Ride, and it would have been, surprise surprise, similar to the Great Movie Ride, just with the Muppets in it. It would have obviously featured the Muppets trying to recreate scenes from classic movies, like Peter Pan and apparently Frankenstein. In fact, there was going to be a whole Muppet-themed land, but in the end the only thing that was really built was Muppet Vision 3D. Everything else was cancelled. And with it went the Great Muppet Movie Ride. Okay, this one's literally a joke at this point. Although this ride is technically not officially been cancelled, it's safe to say that it is because the clip I just showed was the Epcot experience and it had that scene in it, and it's since been removed. And then the whole thing was removed. For years, we had no idea what this ride was going to be until it was revealed to be a teacup spinner ride. You gotta be kidding me. So either this attraction was cancelled or it was just put on hold for a really long time. But for now, the Mary Poppins attraction remains a thing of the past. The new Epcot Festival Center. It looks cool, but it was cancelled. Technically it wasn't cancelled. Like, if you want to get all technical, it wasn't cancelled, it was just downgraded into the festival area, which serves the exact same purpose, but yeah, you know. The festival center had a treetop canopy on it that honestly would probably have you pay more just to be up there. Probably like special firework seating viewing area. I don't know. Probably though. So I guess you could say that this one technically happened, but since the building was actually never built and the building was canceled, this is technically canceled. So it makes it on this list. The Western River Expedition is a canceled ride in a canceled land. A little bit of land northwest of Frontierland was set aside for not only this ride, but also a subland known as Thunder Mesa, which the ride would have gone. Oh yeah, and did I mention that there were 2 other rides that would have gone in this land? So not only was there 1 canceled attraction, but there were 3! You know what, I'm changing this section's number. It's no longer number 1, it's now number 1/3. According to this concept art here, I love concept art. Anyway, according to this concept art here, apparently there would have been what looks to be a canoe ride and a runaway mine train ride. Which I guess we did end up getting because, Big Thunder Mountain, same thing. Anyways, the ride we're focusing on, Western River Expedition, would have been an indoor dark ride designed by Imagineer Mark Davis. It also appears to have gotten very far into development because, judging by this model here, it was actually included on the official Walt Disney World model, the official one, before it opened, leading me to assume that this ride, and the whole land for that matter, was cancelled very late in development. Apparently it would have been like Pirates, a water-based boat ride, but obviously Western themed. And it was such a good idea, and it's so sad that we didn't get this. Revive this idea, please! Okay, I can't be complaining too much because I guess technically they did reuse some of the ideas for other rides like Splash Mountain and obviously Big Thunder Mountain. So I guess the idea was kind of revived in a way. It's just, I want the full ride. I want the boat ride. Or maybe I just really like boats. I seem to have a really strange addiction to boats. Anyways, I'm going off topic. Long story short, Western River Expedition should have been built. It wasn't. At least some of the ideas were reused. And it kind of makes me mad. But then again, at least some of the ideas were reused. Not like it would really affect me anyway because I've never been to Walt Disney World. That's right, I've never been to Walt Disney World. I'm a Disneyland boy. I'm a California kid.
Oh, I'm such a little kid. I'm such a little kid. Whee! Ow. After all, why not?
Tron was gonna come to Disneyland, but it was canceled. I'm just kidding. It was never canceled because it was never announced. Although, we could keep dreaming. Honestly, where would they put it? This video is not about Tron. I'll make a video about Tron sometime, if I feel like it. But then again, I still have more promises to keep. Hey, congratulations, you made it to the end card. I just want to give a quick apology for taking so long to upload. If any of you were waiting for me to upload, it took a really long time, I was on spring break, and I was spending time with family, Easter and stuff, and I hope all of you got to do that as well. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. It really means a lot to me. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button, as it really does help me out. It would mean even more to me if you could subscribe. I'm trying really hard to put my videos out there so that more and more people can see and enjoy my content, and if you're enjoying them, please subscribe, and if you know someone else who might enjoy them, share it with them, please, and thank you. Now this was obviously only 7 plus the very real honorable mention of the canceled Disney attractions and lands and sublands. So obviously there's a lot more, and if you want to see more of that, leave a comment and let me know. Anyways, this end card's already almost a minute long, and I say almost, it's already over a minute. I should stop talking now. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.